So a bit different to Hyundai Field. I am at the Kenyan pig farmers looking at their pigs. Completely alien to me. These are some of their weaned pigs on straw. The rest of them are outside. But a really interesting setup. Welfare is key. And you can see how happy these pigs are. Fast asleep, got food, they've got water, they're mucked out every day, fresh straw. I'm just quite interested in what's going on. Apparently I'm very interesting. Well, the aim was to be outside today. It's absolutely hammering it down, so fingers crossed we can get a bit more footage of the pigs outside. I'm actually here for an NFU project, which is kind of to be released. But yeah, not a pleasant day for this. I genuinely think coming to other farms and learning what other people do, whether they're in the same sector as you, so whether I was visiting the sheep and arable farm or whether, you know, like today I'm visiting a pig farm, it's so important to share knowledge between ourselves. We probably don't do it enough. We should learn from other industries, we should be better, but we're trying and we're getting there. Interesting here to be in this shed. It's a massive drying shed full of wood chip. They use this here for heating the houses on the farm, and they also use it at their farm shop as well, so really interesting. Good to see that they're doing something as well for the environment, saving money as well. A few of the little piglets behind me. It's finally stopped raining, sun's out, but it's very windy. These are some of the weaned piglets. That's our filming, all done with Flavian. I'm heading back up north now and excited to get back home to Yorkshire. The weather has settled a little bit after our false start in my last video, so fodder beet lifting is now a go. This is our contractor who brings in their 6-row machine to harvest the beet. As you can see, it lifts the beet up from the ground, sends them through the machine, removing the leaves, and then into the tank ready to wait for a trailer to tip. You can see the width of those tyres, which help to spread the weight as much as possible and hopefully minimise damage to the soil. We've been tipping on the headlands as opposed to tipping on the move as another way to try and minimise damage to the soil in the field, which would be done by heavily loaded tractors and trailers. Quick little job now. In my last video we moved some sheep and I talked about making sure the gate was shut because they're on a footpath. So I'm going to go and put out these signs just as a reminder to anybody who's walking through with dogs to make sure their dogs are on a lead. These ewes are now in lamb, so obviously the consequences could be even worse if a dog gets in them and runs them around. I daren't show you how messy our workshop is. I'm just looking for some nails. I mean, you can kind of see behind me there a little hint of how bad it is. I mean, it's been on the cards for ages to tidy it out, but I haven't done it yet. But yeah, I'm on the hunt for some nails. Does anybody else have one of these buckets? But the miracle of these buckets is I've basically found 8 nails, the same size. The sheep are looking very content behind me. Most of them are sitting down, so on my way back up I'll make sure that they are all on their feet. Just make sure they're okay. But yeah, I think they're enjoying a change of field and a lot more grass in here as well. Got my sign up now, so I'm happy. It's replaced an old one underneath there, which was not very clear. So hopefully that's a good reminder to anybody walking through with their dogs to keep them on a lead. The people who we sell our beet to, our fodder beet to, have just arrived for a load. So I'm going to put the bucket on the loader and then they can, well, put the beet through the cleaner and get the wagon loaded. You can see, this is some of the fodder beet we've lifted behind me. We pick enough basically to fill this space in the yard, and then as and when we need to go and lift some more, we'll clear the concrete here, lift some more and go again. So as you can see, the loader scoops up the fodder beet and lifts it up and puts it into this machine here, which is a cleaner. So you actually have some people at the other side who, as fodder beet runs through, they pick out any stones or bits that they don't want, and then it loads into the wagon here. So here we go in action. Fodder beet go into that end of the cleaner, through the white bit where there is one or two people, then up there and into the trailer, ready to go and head off for animal feed. We keep some fodder beet back to feed the sheep after they've lambed, but all of this will head off with our stock feed merchant to other farms. So I travelled up to Wooler last night, so up in Northumberland, for the Mind Your Head ball this evening, which is in aid of yellow wellies, just at our Airbnb. So we've got a load of us up here, we've got a table for it, so hoping for a very good night this evening. We've decided to go on a walk and blow away the cobwebs. Had a few beers last night, so it is probably needed, and it's absolutely, well, it's really nice. It's a bit grey though, really windy, but yeah, blow away the cobwebs before this evening.
Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, oh take me home.
So it's Sunday morning. We're all remarkably fresh after the ball last night. We've come for a walk at Bamber Castle. I don't know if I've said that right. But yeah, we had an amazing night, and I think we raised lots and lots of money for yellow wellies, which is the most important thing. We all know how, you know, unique the challenges are that farmers face, but last night a few people I spoke to, you know, it brings it all home, and yeah, I'm very glad we've supported such an important charity. I just wanted to do another video kind of reflecting after the weekend. It was such a fantastic ball, as you'll have seen from the few little videos I took. But I really think we can't forget why we were there. It's really easy to remember to talk about mental health when, you know, we're at a ball supporting it, or maybe in Mind Your Head week, or on, you know, the kind of other awareness days. But it's actually every day, and you don't really know what's going on in someone's mind. And it's really, really hard to know sometimes if they are struggling. But what I'm going to do is put the information for yellow wellies below, and if anybody wants to have a look on their website and whatever, head there, and there's lots of stuff and people to talk to as well. Just about to head off to fence up a bit of a gap in one of our fields. It borders the road, so it's just trying to make sure that the field isn't enticing for anybody to drive across, you know, particularly hare coursers. So yeah, just all about protecting the crop. As you can see, it's cover crop in the field behind me, and that's what we're trying to protect. So I'm stood in the gap now, and yeah, let's get it fenced up. Only the most professional jobs here. Look at that. Nice and level. We'll have to see what the whole thing looks like at the end though. It's not going to be the best bit of fencing you'll ever see in your life, but just needs the top of those posts chopping off. Then as you can see, this gap you could have easily fitted a car through. So the cover crop should now be safe from anybody who wants to come driving through, and whatever crops we plant in the future will also be safe. Now, I'm away from the farm a fair bit this week for various speaking events. So the first one is the Northern Farming Conference, where Lizzie and I are speaking. The theme is Sustainable Attainable, so a really, really interesting one. The night before, we're going to a dinner, so that's where we're heading this evening, which should be really good. Get a chance to meet some of the speakers and hopefully chat to a few other people going to the day tomorrow as well. So that is the first of my excursions this week. I've just finished the meal. and back up to my hotel room. I'm feeling pretty tired, had some really interesting conversations. Nice to meet a couple of the speakers ahead of tomorrow as well. But it's time for bed for me now. And yeah, get an early-ish night and get ready to prepare for tomorrow. I'm just about to head to the Northern Farming Conference now. The theme for the conference is Sustainable Attainable, which I think is a really, really interesting topic. I've been through the presentation this morning, so hopefully I'm all ready and raring to go when it comes to my turn, well, alongside Lizzie this afternoon. So I'm all mic'd up and ready to speak. Stupidly, I wore a dress, so I've got this right chew on going on here, but yeah, all ready to speak and ready to talk about sustainability in the digital age. All finished now at the Northern Farming Conference, so just heading home, got a presentation to sort, and then we're heading to the Farm Business Innovation Show tomorrow. Well, it's another day on the road, another day away from the farm, but today I'm speaking at the Farm Business Innovation Show, which is down in Birmingham, so just getting ready to head off there, having a final run through my presentation. We've made it, and we are in Keynote Theatre 1. Big names. Tom Pemberton. I think that means he's our support act, doesn't it? If he's on before us. Quick little bit of prep and presentation practice before we're on soon. Guys, Lizzie and I have just finished speaking on the keynote speaker stage. I think it went really well.
I mean,
there were people.
We had people, but we had people queuing after to ask us questions.
I mean, we literally said at the start, if we don't have people, we'll just pretend it's a run
We'll
through. We'll
just
be
be
like,
like,
we're
"It's
practicing, it's fine. But there were people, it was amazing. So thank you to anybody who came and watched. People asked our advice on posting on social media and stuff afterwards. So really worth coming, actually.
Definitely.
Yeah. It was Back British Farming Day this week, so this is an NFU idea, and it's all about promoting what British farmers do. But I think we should maybe also use it as an opportunity to say thank you to consumers as well, who keep buying British and keep supporting British farmers as well. So thank you to the consumers. Now I've got an idea, and I'm going to see if this works. So my idea involves a stencil and a sheep. Any guesses? Well, I am seriously impressed with that. Dino has been the best model ever. And yeah, let's get the message of backing British farming out there. Just to clarify, Dino is a pet wether. So we've had him, oh gosh, he's probably nearly a couple of years old now. So that wasn't traumatic for him in any way, shape or form. He's very used to being handled and around us, and as you can see, he stood with not too much encouragement at all. So you might be wondering, why did I bother doing that? Well, at the end of the day, it was just a bit of fun. But also, it's just really, really important to support our British farmers. We're really, really up against it now, as everybody is. But at a time like now, we need as much support from people as possible. We need people to buy our produce. We need people to really understand where their food's coming from and what British farmers are doing for animal welfare, for the environment. You know, we're trying to be as sustainable as possible, all the while producing food. If you enjoyed that video, if you could like and share, that would be amazing. And also subscribe to my channel. Thank you.